Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the pollination and fertilization of class 9th. In the previous lecture we have already completed our chapter, that is flowers. In that we have already studied about the parts of flowers or sexuality in the flowering plants. Now the topic is about the pollination and fertilization of the flowers. Till then we have to understand that why there is need plant to be fertilized. If the plant will not fertilize, then it will not able to produce fruit. So the pollination occurs, and after pollination the flowers get fertilized and they convert it into the fruit. Now before starting the topic pollination, we need to understand about the male gametes and the female gametes. That are the most important things responsible for the process of fertilization, or we can say the process of pollination. Now what is this male gametes? These male gametes are from the stamen, that are the male part of the flowers. Basically the anthers of the stamen, the upper top part of the flowers, where the stamen of the, we can already say that here is a diagram. This is the male part that is called by the name stamen, and at the top there is the anther that contains the pollen grains or the male gametes. Now these male gametes, or we can also say the anther of the stamen, produce powdery material called the pollen. There are stored a powdery material that are known by the name pollen, and which consist of a particles called by the name pollen grains. So this was the male gametes. Now the another or important responsible for the pollination is the female gametes. These female gametes are basically formed in an ovule of a flowers. Basically ovule is present inside the female reproductive part of the flowers, and it also known by the name of the egg. Now the main topic starts from here, that is the pollination. What does this term pollination means? These pollinations are basically the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma. We will already we had already learned that the pollination occurs when the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma, and this process is known by the name pollination. Now this pollination occurs in many ways, such that we can also help the plant or help the flower to do the process of their pollination. Sometimes the insects or the pollinator helps the flowers to do pollination, and sometimes the outer condition or the environment or surrounding also helps the flowers to do the process of pollination. Now it may happens in the three principal ways. The first one is the autogamy. By the name of this autogamy, the auto terms relate or means that the self, that means to do it by ourselves or the plant itself, and the gamy terms means that the marriage. Now we will understand with the help of flowchart that there is a flower, that there is a plant. This is a box, or we can say this is a structure of plant. In a plant there is a flowers, one flower only. And how here the pollination occurs? Here the pollination will occurs, the pollen grains of these flowers will land on the stigma of these flowers only. That means the pollen of the same flower may fall on this stigma, on its stigma by itself. This is known by the name of autogamy. That means the flowers, the one flowers include the both process, that means the transfer of anther to the stigma. Now in this diagram we will able to understand the male part, that is the stamen, and here is the anther. In the anther there is pollen sac that produce the pollen grains, and the pollen grains will transfer here to the stigma, that is the landing place of the pollen grains, and from here it will move toward the ovary and then to ovule to get fertilized. So here the process is known by the name of autogamy, means that the same flower of the same plant includes in it. Now the second way, or we can say the second way to do the pollination, is the gytonogamy. Here the term gytno means neighboring, that means the neighbors. Now we will understand, or we can also imagine a diagram of a flower. Here is a plant, and this plant only bears two flowers, flower 1 and flower 2. Now the pollination will occur from the anther of the first flower to the stigma of the second flowers. So the anther, from the anther of the first flowers means the pollen grains of the first flower will land on the stigma of the another second flowers of the same plant. So this process means the gytonogamy, means the neighboring flowers. Now the third one is the allogamy, that is basically opposite to the autogamy. This allogamy means the others. Allo means other. Here we can understand with the example of a flow chart. Here is two plants, plant 1 and plant 2. Plant 1 bear one flower and plant 2 bear only one flower. Now the pollen grains will transfer from the first plant. Here it will transfer from the first plant to the second plant of the same flower. That means the plant will be, if you take an example of a rose plant, then these pollen grains will land on the second plant that is also a rose plant of the flower. So the pollen grains will transfer from the first rose flowers to the another plant rose flowers onto the stigma of it. So this was the three ways by which the pollination process occurs. The first one was the autogamy, in which the auto, that means the self pollination, occurs between the same flowers. Gytonogamy, they are the plants, the same plants, and the pollen grains transfer from the another flower of the same plant. The allogamy, the pollen grains of a flower of the another plant of the same species may fall on the stigma of another plant flowers. So this was about the pollination, and in the next video we will understand about the kind of pollination. Till then, thanks for watching.